Today I want us to talk about Forex breakout, right? So real quick, this is what I'm talking about, breakout strategy. Breakouts, right? Now, the reason why I want us to talk about breakout is, guys, breakout is a very crucial thing in trading Forex. Why do I say breakout is very crucial? Because now, before the market moves, definitely there are structures that it previously created and might try to go back, retest, and the moment it breaks, that's when you see price maybe moving, right? So before that, now let's just dive into two types of breakout. We have trendline breakouts and we also have support and resistance breakout, which kind of, they're just some of the same, but let me show you what I'm talking about, right? So talking about support and resistance, we know that most people draw their line in this kind of way, then of course something like this. Now these are the people who do trade. This is called a supply zone, and of course this is called a demand zone. This is a resistance zone, or this is called a support zone, right? Resistance, support. I hope you guys know about that, right? So there's a certain way that you guys should trade this kind of market. I think this might be a sideways market. Sometimes you see price doing this, then goes back, something like this. So continues doing this and this. So yeah, this is just a sideways market, but at the end of the day, the market will definitely will break out of this level, either to the top or to the bottom, right? So how will you trade this kind of market condition, right? So let me just remove this. Now I believe most scalpers are the ones, actually even day traders do trade this kind of a thing. Now if you want to trade breakout based on this, right? So first thing, let's say the market was moving up, higher high, then comes down, giving you a higher low. That means we still anticipate this. Now if you look at this, price did create, let's just remove this, price did create a higher high, which is this zone right there. So if we mark out this level right here, that one is a resistance. So there's a high possibility that now when price takes out this level, it will continue going up and will try to go back, to retest that level, the previous level that it did break, because that is just the nature of the market, right? And of course we still anticipate price to continue doing its thing, breaking out of structures just like that. Now how will we take our entry when we see that the market is printing this kind of pattern, right? So let's say this is the H4. Let's call this as H4, right? This is H4, correct? Now we will need to go to the lower time frame and try to magnify this price action, right? This higher high and higher low that the market is giving us. Now that being said, let's go to the 15 minute, right? So once we are at the 15 minute, let's say that this is what we need to talk about. This, in fact, let's say this zone right here, price created this high, went back, right? So when we go to the 15, definitely we will understand now when price is trying to pull back, there are certain level, because I anticipate when price was going up was still creating some levels. I'm talking about price giving us a higher high, still giving us a higher low. Now that is also the 5 minutes, even the 1 minute. This is what I'm saying. You see price giving us such things like this. Now I'm talking about this move right there, correct? Now once you see, let's say price did that. Now when you see price coming back, we need to identify the immediate level that price created a low, right? And I'm talking about this level right here. Now that is where maybe let's just mark. I hope you guys are still with me and not lost. This is it. Now that is where we anticipate price will try to go back and to test, maybe to gather more buys, just to break out of this new high that it did create, right? So this is it. Price comes back to test that level, right? Now remember, we still have this as a high, and now we need to see if price will try to go back and break, right? Now initially this is how I used to trade. Wait for price to break out of the new high that it did create, right? And Let me just do this. We're still talking about this. Wait for price, give this high, mark this high. Now once you see price going up, something like this, then now once I see price taking out that high, that is when I used to take my buy entry right there, take that buy, then of course have my stop loss right there. That is how I used to trade. But then I realized that, you know, with this kind of a strategy, of course you're going to use a bigger you're going to have a bigger stop loss, because if you look at this level right there, those are bigger gaps now. So if you want to get a tighter entry, there are two market conditions, right? Let me just continue. Now, first condition, the market just, let's just talk about this downtrend. As the market goes back to retest this level, I hope you guys are not lost, right? So the market might be giving you a continuation pattern, a mini version of a bullish flag right now. In fact, this is the best place to take that buy now, or if you are taking your entry off the 1 minute. The market gives you high, high, low, high, high, low, high. Let's just have this right here. Let's mark this. Now we are talking about this. Remember, we're still at the 15 minutes, right? This is the 15 minutes. Now we are talking about this downtrend, right? Remember, we said the market went up, something like this. Now along the way, we still had something like this. I hope you guys are not confused, right? Correct. Now, so remember, we still have to mark this level. Now, those who trade order blocks. Now, if you see price breaking out of this level, the support level, we still anticipate there's still a possibility that she might go and test that level right there. Correct. Now, this is now based on the 5 minutes time frame, or even the 1 minute. If you don't see these prints, in fact, even if the 15 is giving this, is always more better, right? But if you don't see this of the 15 or 5, go to the 1 minute. We're still talking about one kind of a market condition, the first kind of market condition, don't worry. So if you get this kind of market condition, anticipate. Now we're still talking about this one, this pullback, right? We've not taken our entry, right? So anticipate price to go up once again, correct? Now when you see price giving you a new high, let the market respect that level. Still off the 1 minute. Now if you see price taking out the new high right there, that will be a good place to take a buy, right? And then have your stop loss right there. Now the stop loss is going to be very tiny, right? Some maybe 15 pips, 20 pips. But now my strategy in this kind of condition, I go to the 1 minute. Now off the 1 minute, I'm going to take the entry. Instead of waiting for the market to break out of this high, I'm going to take the entry where my stop loss should have been, making me to risk at least 10, in fact 3 pips, 5 pips, but just to let the market have a breathing room, I give it something like 10 pips right around this level, which is always safe. But now that is not the current market that we are actually having, right? So let's talk about the new market that we do have. Let's continue. Now the new market that we do have only one requires us to take the entry once price has broken out of that high. Remember this high that we drew? I'm talking about this one, high, high, low. So this is the current market condition that we do experience currently. So it means we should be taking our entry once price has broken out of this level right there. But no, to my strategy, probably H1. Once price take out that level with the 1 hour candlestick, that's when you go in for buys, right? Then of course your stop loss need to be there. But then guess what? I kind of decided to modify this one to the current market price. So this is how we should be taking this entry, right? Let the market do its thing. Let price go up, right? Create a new high, mark that new high. Now once you see price starts to reverse, you can draw that as a new low, right? So probably the market might do this, come back and gives you a reversal. Then now that will be a good place to take your buy. Instead of waiting for price to break out of that level, then go, right? That is just a one scenario. Sometimes it might not do that. See price giving you this, then now wait for price to go back to this high. Now I'm anticipating that there might be a rejection right there. Now once you see price rejection, that will be a good thing for us, right? Now that is when we see maybe a reversal right there, then price takes out this high. Then now guess what? We take our buy. Right here, and then this should be our stop loss. That's the first market condition. So let's talk about the trend line. I hope you guys got that. Don't get confused. So if you talk about trend line, it's just the same thing, but then this time the market is not moving sideways. The market is just moving either up or moving down, right? Talk about, let's start with an uptrend. We see price creates high, comes down, creates high, comes down, creates high. So with that being said, we should be looking for an entry of the third touch. So let's just mark this as our trend. Let's have this for see price goes up, breaks. And now we anticipate when price hits our third touch, right? We see our first touch right here, we have a second touch, so this is the third touch. So that is where we should be looking for a buy position, whether selling position, right? Correct. Now this is going to be a very crucial thing. This level right here, the third touch right here, is going to be a very crucial thing. Because why? Most people will be looking for buys, but sometimes the market might, hit this level right there, the third touch, and give you a selling pressure. So we should be always keen when price approaching this level right here, right? So this is it. Now if you want to look for buy entry, it's almost the same thing. Let the market continue dropping. Let's say the market hits our level, right? Let's just move this, let's just have it right there. The market comes, hit that level, right? So probably we should wait for price to create a new high. I hope you guys are with me. When price creates a new high, we mark that it's a high. Let's mark it as a new high, right? Now once we've done that, definitely price will try to go back. Remember, we have this level as a low right here. So this is our new low. So price is kind of playing around this level. So our resistance level and our demand level right, our demand level right there. So like we did the same way. Now once we see price doing this, maybe respecting, giving us a reversal, breaking, that will be a good confirmation to take our buy. Then our stop loss right there. I hope you guys got that right. Now there's something about this one, so you should be careful about this one, right? Because sometimes you never know, maybe the market has gone back to the continuation pattern form. This one, this kind of a condition is when you see the market just dropping with candlesticks after candlesticks, something like this, right? So there's a difference, right? Sometimes the market might not be giving us candlesticks after candlestick. The market might just be giving us something like this, candlestick. Then you see something like this. The market continue doing something like this. That means the price is just giving us higher high, higher low. I don't know what I'm drawing right there now. So there might be a problem sometimes if you're not keen around this level. What do I mean? You might think, okay, price is creating this one. Let me draw this. Or price did create a new high. Then now, for standard FX said wait for price to do this. Then the moment price takes out that level, then you take your buy entry. And guess what? Price is just trying to create a continuation pattern. You see that? A continuation pattern, and then boom, breaks. So that is something crazy. Now let me just make it more clean. Talking about, you see price dropping, then now you see price doing this, creating this one. But at the same time, you might think, oh, high broke, high low, take your entry. Then you see price doing this. Let's do this. You see price dropping, then doing this, then boom, breaks. So that is just a bearish flag. So you should be keen, right? You should be keen when trading trend lines breakout, right? always know the market condition that we currently are experiencing. Okay, so if you see it just market dropping candlesticks after candlesticks, that will be a good thing if you see the market giving you this kind of a behavior, right? But if you see the market just giving you lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, then once you see price hitting your support level, then you see this kind of a pattern. That's a bearish flag. That's just a continuation pattern. There's no way the market is just going to go back up. The market will try to drop. If you see what we just drew over here, to add more confidence, this is the left shoulder right there, this is the head. Price gave us a right shoulder and it's going down. I hope that's sinking. So I hope that's it, and I hope you guys learned something. So check out my Telegram link in the description box below. So stay safe and don't get manipulated with the market conditions. So adios, my amigos. Peace.